around.
Our phones have now become a vital part of our life. Slowly, they are becoming an extension of our hands and our ears. But did you realize that they are very, very slowly taking control of us? Contest here, fellow Toastmasters, and all you cell phone users. Have you ever experienced this scenario of a full network and no connection? When I was a small child, I remember there was no mobile phones. During that time, we only had a landline. And a landline not in every home, but just one in my locality. During that time, owning a landline was a big status thing because you required a lot of approvals and it took a long time and everyone would say, look, that person has a landline. That was a time when everyone knew everybody. And not just that, everyone knew everybody's neighbors. Because my neighbor had a landline and anyone, whoever wanted to contact me, would take the care of number and inform my neighbor that they would call after 15 minutes. And we would say, yippee, we've got a phone call, someone has phoned us. So we would go to our neighbor's place. And as we waited for them to call back, we would have a good time of sharing with our neighbor. It was a good time of bonding. We knew what was happening in their life and they knew what was happening in our life. Then came the time of mobile phones. The very first phones were heavy and big like a compass box, but there was a danger. If they would fall, we would not get afraid of the phone getting damaged, but we would worry of our flow cracking. Because they were so hard as a stone. The 3310, even if you throw it, nothing would happen. Slowly by slowly, things started changing. The phone started getting slimmer, the buttons started disappearing, we started getting touch screens. There were many schemes that were rolled out. We could call for free in the night, there were SMS packs, we started having a phone with 2 SIMs, and now I'm sure that it is very common among all of us to have multiple phones. Later came the introduction of the internet. We were happy with our 2G connections. We could now make free calls. And not just that, even video calling. We could use our Viber, be it IMO, be it Skype, or be it FaceTime. And then as we were slowly into 3G, very fast from 3G we went to 4G. And now that is where we are. Now, even if we want to contact anyone in the world, it is just one button. But sadly, I want to tell you that even though that one touch is making us go out of touch, our conversation has changed. We are no more interested in speaking to people, but we just take our WhatsApp and all our conversation is either in a group or broadcasting to people. It would just be forwarding forward or some image. And in every group, there would be one person who would either wish us a good morning or when he's going to sleep, he would say good night. But that same person, when he is speaking to his own family in person, I doubt if he was wishing them. The conversations that we have are all only on our WhatsApp. But if we meet someone in person, you would just walk past them. Going to Facebook and Instagram, these only measure our value. If we see that our friend list is increasing, it definitely means that we are becoming friendless. Because I doubt that how many of those 500 of our friends can we really count on and say that they are our true friends. All the occasions that we go to, we are only interested in clicking pictures because we can go and we can upload it. And when people will see, they will say, oh wow, look, his life is so beautiful. He does so many things. He is scuba diving. Oh, he's here. But that is not only one isolated case. I'm sure if we look at our lives, this is what we do. And sadly, that is what even I did a year back. I was all set for my first paragliding. And there I was all ready, and I was at the mountain, at the edge, and I was running. And when I just came to the end, I just jumped off. And it was a wonderful experience. The best experience of my life to date. But sadly, I fell into the trap. I fell into the trap like all of us. I removed my GoPro camera and I started recording. Because I was not interested in looking at the beautiful things that are there. There I was high up in the clouds. There I was above the mountains. And the whole world was beneath my feet. But I was not interested in that. All I was interested in showing people that how does it look up from the clouds. And you know, that video, it's been a year, I've still not watched it. It is just kept in my collection. Sometime back, a colleague of mine shared this very sad experience with me. She was at home waiting for her husband, but he was busy in his work as usual. And she took out the phone and asked Siri, do you know where is my husband? And Siri said, I do not know who is your husband. Just imagine, now we may laugh, but that is such a sad state. We do not have friends, but we just use our phones as our friends. If we want to go any place, earlier we used to ask the tea person or the panwala for directions. But now that conversation has ended. Now we just go to our Google Maps, put the start, put the end, and that is how we reach any place. Earlier there was a time when we used to sit face to face and play chess. We used to sit face to face and play Ludo. But now it's just our mobile phones and the one and only universal game, Candy Crush. Sadly, this is the sad state of all our lives. Whenever we type something, we always get a suggestion, and if we have made a mistake, we can auto-correct it. That is what our keypads give us. But that is not what's happening. We cannot auto-correct this state of our life. Every time I notice my network is decreasing, I become happy because every single line gets me one bar closer to the world. I only hope that this is not your case. May you not have a full network and poor connection. Contestant.